Hey, we're back again like we had never been before. If you've just tuned in or you're catching the recording, there's a whole nother show with no sound that lasted for 7 minutes. We're told they could hear the last 15, and we're good to be back. People who were live, come back and see us. We wanted to talk to you. We were so desperate to speak with you. We were talking about this guy right here, Big Brad Keselowski. And I was asking Justin, can it happen again now that he's broke the streak? Can he go back to back in the pill car?
No.
Justin says no. Pills are bad.
I wouldn't drive this car.
You would refuse.
I would just be like, nah, I'm not even driving anymore.
Nice. Yeah, just shut down the company. You went out, you pursued a sponsor, you made a deal, close the place. I agree. Get rid of it. All right, folks, this is Wrap It Up All Star Race for real this time. Hang with us. Here we go. Oh, it's All Star Week, which means the points don't matter, and it's all made up as we go. Certain people get to be special, certain people don't, right? Who gets in the race? Anybody who won last year.
And this year. Cup champions from all of time. So yeah. Bobby Labonte can get in the race.
Bobby Labonte. Terry especially. I almost saw Terry win the race last week. Don't tell me that was Kyle Larson in a car. I seen Terry on the grid wearing the suit.
He was.
That was Terry. 100%. He's a little old. He's off his game. You know, he was close. I was seriously going to be like, I was going to say forever if Kyle Larson, Terry Labonte won Darlington 20 years later. But this man pulled it out. Look at him. Selling pills like there's no tomorrow. Did we ever find out what this medicine did?
No.
I think we guessed it was cholesterol or
I don't know.
Something. It's for old people. Hey, speaking of old people getting crazy, at Darlington, we missed this old boy.
I know. I hate to miss that.
He got excited and got on the fence, thought he was part of the team. And I hear he got a good escort out after that by one of the sheriffs. We don't have our Darlington video up yet, but we got some footage of a guy getting escorted out by a sheriff also.
We did.
They
were in front of us.
Yeah, right. He just picked him right up and took him right out of there.
Like a sack of potatoes.
Oh, yes. Hey, Ty Gibbs almost won a race.
Hey, if there had been 5 more laps,
he probably would have won a race.
5 more laps, he could have won a race. But, they set the number of laps for a reason.
That's true. That's when they know to end the race.
Exactly.
It's a crazy idea Bill France came up with. He said, instead of everybody driving until we decide who we want to win is in the lead, which was him, because he was a driver, let's just decide beforehand, before we get in the cars when the race ends. And people thought the idea was amazing. No one had ever done that before. Chariot races would go on for years. But no.
I wish that's an ugly paint scheme.
Yes, sir.
But just real quick, I wish the 54 would get something but black every week.
It's Monsters
black.
Thing.
Well,
Monsters
he gets
hide
us
in the dark. I guess
he gets us as black. This is black. Like, just do something different.
Do something. Yeah.
Use a little bit of money to make them color.
A little bit.
That's
number 4, though. They got money. They're this place. We don't have these around here in the poor sticks of Appalachia, like some of you folks living in your big cities.
How about a top
cowboy
5?
Boots.
Stewart Haas Racing.
Yeah, right.
Man,
top. Was it a third?
Third, yeah.
So you don't even say top 5. That's a podium finish. Top 3. Now let's keep in mind the 2 possible fastest cars of the race at the end. Wrecked, allowing this. So, but he still got it.
Yeah.
So this is good news for Stewart Haas.
His team, there was another teammate in the top 5. I think Briscoe finished.
He's up here. Look at this.
Oh,
the whole Mavis.
Get them all down here. Everybody from Mavis.
A new Mavis scheme that looks like birthday cake confetti sprinkled on it.
What do you think about that?
It's even uglier than
it is.
I think this is the worst one of all, actually.
Yeah.
Like the one he'd been running was a little bit better.
Right there. Comments. He nailed it right there. Worst wrap in the history of the world ever.
That's it.
Absolutely. Birthday cake tire store. Hey, we saw one of these places on the way to Darlington, though.
Yeah.
That was the first time I'd ever seen one. And
Yeah.
it was not as impressive as they made it out to be.
Wasn't that like in a suburb of Charlotte right before we got into South Carolina?
Yeah, it was somewhere in there. Yeah, that sounds right.
I think I saw one down in like Lenore or
Lenore.
Hickory, North Carolina too. There's a Mavis. Lenore, you know her.
The only thing I can think that maybe Denny was like, you know what, this is cool, is like from a distance, he's like, it kind of looks like it's got the little Louis Vuitton LVs, you know. It seems like something he would be cool with, that whole, wrap it.
He does have a helipad.
What's the never mind. I don't know. The whole thing's done left me. Greer, South Carolina, you might be right. We went, how much of South Carolina? Because we went a weird way this time.
Yeah, we went through Rockingham and no, going down we went through Charlotte and cut over and went down through just rural South Carolina for a little while. Coming back, we went through Rockingham.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because we weren't. He's in Greenville.
Greenville's a cool town. I like Greenville.
Do we stop in Greenville?
No, we didn't go that way.
Which way? Okay,
that's the other side of the state.
I've been to Greenville quite a few times. That's what's throwing me off. I'm usually in Charlotte when I'm down that way, so that's why I'm like, why would I be there?
You crazy?
Well, you got to ask yourself. We went to High Point. I know that
we didn't,
and High Point University was there. I did not see Chase Briscoe there.
No,
I did see him in Darlington. I saw his hauler leave.
Yeah,
they were doing a lot of that. Beeping their horns.
They beeped a lot of horns.
We just didn't leave the parking lot. I was surprised. We're like getting out of there fast. We're like hopping in things and just like going through secret tunnels, and we are out. We changed all that, and we decided we're just going to camp. And so we decided to camp. There were a lot of people just in the parking lots for a lot longer, just not even trying to leave than I imagined. Like, people just still were like tailgating for an hour and a half after the race. And that kind of surprised me. Maybe they were drunk. Maybe they made good decisions. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Look at the 24. He's got the Raptor. Look at that. It's, the cheating car they accused us of. because of the weird shapes all over it. They said this car is just to throw the scanner off. Because look at the back there, how like the black just like comes up at that corner randomly. It is very strange because on the flat part it's green, and then all of a sudden it just jags its way back up here. It's a little,
Well, you think it would have caught it by now if it was actually cheating.
That's right. Well, unless they just can't prove it. I mean, maybe it works, and then they're like, well, we don't know how to stop it. We don't know how to. These guys are like, they can't get a torque wrench out. They don't know how to measure lasers. Who does? What about the kangaroos? Do they know?
What is this?
This is Altru. I honestly don't know how it's pronounced. I think it is spelled Alltroo. Altru. I keep wanting to say "roo" at the end because it has a kangaroo on it.
Okay, yeah.
So that keeps driving me that way. I'm not even sure. I did look it up today. Here's what it is. It's like one of these deals where you go and place a bid to win a vacation or to go meet a famous person or get an experience like pit passes or something. So it's like a charity raising money site type deal. But I guess you can have your own charity there too. It's not just for like famous people, but famous people are on there, giving away things for the money goes to charity for people running it up so much. So it's kind of like a betting, trying to gamble to win life experiences.
Maybe Michael Jordan's in the.
Maybe
he's a VIP meet Michael Jordan.
I don't. Michael Jordan. I don't know if Michael Jordan can be tempted with money though. He's like so rich. I don't know if he's like, okay, I'll go meet those people for this amount of money.
Well, it's true.
Unless he's giving it to charity, that's different. So I think that, I don't know. Would you go if you had $1 billion and people are like, we'd like to talk to that guy? Would you go talk to him?
I don't know.
Right. But there's going to be like 40 people every day. We won't talk to that guy. He's got $1 billion. We got a great idea. Sooner or later, you're going to be like, I can't talk to 40 people a day about kangaroos.
Well, we saw Joe Gibbs on a golf cart.
We did see Joe
after
Gibbs.
Darlington race.
And I might have filmed part of it.
I was 1 meter away from him. Could have rushed out and
hit him.
He don't like. I want to feel like if I was one of those people, I would be like friendly to people. But I guess after so much time that they just completely have to like block out everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
if you're famous, you've got people constantly coming wanting your attention. Sooner or later, I mean, you're just gonna be frustrated. It's no fault of the people, but that's why I don't like to bug people for autographs and stuff.
Look at this guy.
Hey, same old thing. What are you gonna do with it? This man's not in the race. You realize that, right? No, he isn't. He's gonna. Is he? Yeah, he's in, right? Yeah.
Because
he won last year.
Did he?
No, he didn't win last year. Wait,
he didn't win last year.
Is he not in?
Is he not?
I confuse myself.
I don't know.
Which is not hard to do. All right, he's not
locked in, so he's in the open race. Yes, he's in the open.
I just can't tell what my paper says.
No, see, you got one on one
he's
side.
In the open. This is the open.
Yeah, there he is, Alex Bowman.
Oh, so he's not in the race right now.
He could be.
This is awful weird that a Hendrick car is not automatically in the All-Star
He's in the
race.
top 5 of the fan vote, though, according to.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay. Well, that makes sense. Again, he's a Hendrick car, right? So, I mean, he's automatic. You get fans automatically at Hendrick. It don't matter. You know, Joe Nemechek had fans, right? You think that had anything to do with Hendrick? Yes. I'm just telling you. One time, short story here. Just throw this out to you. One time I went over to a local flea market that's no longer in existence, and I was trading in some things, trying to make some deals, and I came into my possession a Joe Nemechek Looney Tunes die-cast. And so me and the guy that was with me walked to the back where the serious die-cast man is. He's like, what you got there? And I was like, it's a Joe Nemechek 25 Looney Tunes car. He seriously just laughed at me. He laughed in my face for having a Joe Nemechek car with me. I was like, wow.
Man.
Okay.
It's not even worth $20.
No, it wasn't. Hey, the pinnacle of excellence, Rick Ware Racing.
A top 10.
The first ever top 10 for Rick Ware Racing, not on the plate track.
Wow.
In history. So you got to ask yourself, they're coming up, right?
Well, at least he's got a better paint scheme for the All Star Open race.
Well, the Pinnacle Home Improvement.
A little bit.
It's apparently a contractor who will come and work on your house. They have offices around our region. There's some down in Charlotte. There's an office in Knoxville. So they've got this little area below us going. But just on my view, their Facebook page, they were rated a 3.3 out of 5. So not everybody's happy with the service they're getting. I'm not knocking them. I'm just telling you what I observed. And Rick Ware, though, has got to be just mind blown. But then again, also these cars are coming out of the same shop as the 6 and the 17 who were running for the lead. So maybe the Ford RFK just went in there with some strong cars. You know what I'm saying? And gold wheels, though. Gold wheels.
I like that pop.
Nobody ain't no but garbage.
Hey.
Look at this.
Ooh.
Thrust. This is the Charlotte Knights. How close are the Charlotte Knights to Greenville? They down y'all's way down there? The Charlotte Knights are a single A baseball team, I believe. Right under, the big boys. They are the...
No clue.
They are the team, I believe, that goes to the White Sox. So if you get promoted from like the Knights, you'll be on the White Sox main roster. And I guess their team was, I don't know, was going to sponsor a car. Why would a baseball team sponsor a car? I don't have a good idea.
A minor league, baseball team sponsoring a NASCAR. That I don't know. They don't.
You think?
Unless they got some ties with North Wilkesboro somehow.
Well, I mean, it's Charlotte.
I mean, it's not too far away, but I don't know.
I don't know.
That's weird.
Who owns it? It's definitely not Front Row Guy. He doesn't own that. Maybe they know somebody. Who knows? They need a lot of money over at Front Row. I know that. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Got a Chili's now. He said, grateful. Hey, here it is. Look, this is kind of hot. This is back.
I do like this.
You remember your boy in the 4 had this, and he ran it. We saw some people at Darlington walking in front of us wearing these shirts.
Yeah.
From Harvick. And I like it. The flannel, I guess, right? It's the flannel man in the commercials. Is that what they're referencing?
Yeah.
Maybe. Could be. Listen, you may think I'm overstepping it here. I'm going to call it Rap of the Week, though. That's what I'm going to say.
Rap of the Week
I'm going to give it away to it.
I'm
going to do it. I'm gonna put it right on it. You can take it right there.
I got a feeling something else is gonna be.
I like the white in the back. He's got like those. He's still got the mountains.
Yeah.
I'm all about the mountains. Harvick. That's where Harvick failed in his paint schemes of Busch. He had the most amazing, that one with the mountains on it was awesome. One where he won at Bristol when we were there. You know what I'm talking about? I love that thing. And then they just started going with like this snow blown wind look, and they lost me. Get a mountain back on there. Get a shape. Oh, everybody's boy. Here he is. Big Chase.
Chasey.
Oh.
Chase.
Man, I listened to MRN a little bit while we were at the race. And if you're ever going to a race, I'll use English, excuse me. If you're ever going to a race and you get a scanner, MRN during the commercials will just say more what they really think about things.
Yeah.
And talk to each other. And they know fans are listening. And they were not impressed with Chase Elliott right from the beginning of the day. They were like, "Ooh," they're like, "Yeah, he's not doing."
Yeah, he hit a terrible race.
It was awful. Honestly, this finish is really good for how he ran.
Yeah, I was going to say this. I feel like he was 10 spots ahead of where he ran all day.
Absolutely. I mean, he was back there battling Ricky in the 15 most of the time. Yahoo!
Gosh, man,
what a waste.
I wish I would have used my 5 seconds with Joe Gibbs to tell him to please stop letting Yahoo pay you.
No respect, no honor.
Don't want nothing to do with it.
I hate this paint scheme.
I know. You know, really what this is Yahoo, in my understanding, and I could be totally wrong, but my understanding with a little bit of information I've been given is that this is really Toyota. Toyota made a deal with Yahoo. And part of that payoff deal, like, you know, the whole Kroger thing of brands, is we're going to put this much space on our cars that we have. So it's my understanding. But again,
I don't understand.
I could be wrong about that.
I don't understand.
Well, I can understand it's freaking ugly. How about that? I got very stern with it. You were still very relaxed. It surprised me. I tell you what, we're just going to change gears then. Why don't y'all win this freaking hat? Ain't nobody won this hat. Somebody was picking Brad for a while. Who was it?
Josh.
Josh. Yeah. And he didn't pick him this week. And boom, there he was. And I get it.
Times.
I get it. I felt the same thing. All you got to do, comments, who's going to win the race? Who's going to do it? It could be anybody.
The Open or the...
Yeah. No, the Open don't count. You got to win. Who's going to win the All Star race?
What if somebody picked both right? What would we give them?
Oh, man. I don't know. What we got all kinds. You know what? You pick both right, and we'll make sure you're happy with it. I'll promise that. We'll
we got a Logano pick.
That's a good pick, honestly. If Logano has a good car. If Logano is something up with him this year.
Well, yeah, he has had a
kind of something up with all of Penske or all of Ford really till this last weekend. Yeah. But if he wins that's a good pick too. Bowman for the Open. That's stout. I hadn't even really thought about who's going to win the Open because I didn't care. Because I was like, none of them are going to win it. But
well, they have to. Somebody has to win to get in to the next one.
I know, but we'll watch it. But it's like I don't know. I can't think of a sport where there's some scrubs you have to watch to see who gets to play in the big game and then be like, okay, who the freak cared when they don't contribute anything.
The play-in for the NCAA tournament? Play-in games?
I guess.
To get the 16th seed?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's hard for me to say too, though, because, I went to ETSU, and ETSU don't get all the love like UT does. I also went to, because SEC school gets a whole lot more push than a SoCon school. So I got to root underdog down there because that's the only way my guys are going to make the tournament. Anyway, let's get back to cars. Oh, look, it's the 10 overstock. Man, they must be overstocked with money because they have freaking been sending it to SHR. Gosh. Like they just cannot ship it over there enough. Maybe they're paying them another way. Is they just mail the cars or something? They got a lot of shipping going on in overstock. Maybe they're not selling anything, so they have a lot of extra room on their 18-wheeler trucks. So they're like, hey, we can haul your cars to the track for you while we make deliveries. I'm just thinking outside the box here. SHR just seems to be in that big a disarray. Yet, somehow still having great finishes all of a sudden, right? The 10.
The
The
10,
it could be a very strong
I
pick.
saw a previous comment that the 10 will be probably the fan vote if he doesn't win or finish second.
You're probably
he'll win.
right.
So that was probably
Another
a
thing I
pretty
should
good
be thinking
guess.
about. Yeah, honestly, who could win the fan vote other than Noah? Like,
Well, I mean,
maybe LaJoy,
yeah,
Josh Berry, maybe?
Yeah.
Or are Josh Berry's fans the same people who are Noah's fans because of the junior connection? You know, it's going to be Austin Cindric, obviously. I mean, come on. We looked. Was it sometime last year we looked for an Austin Cindric fan and couldn't find one? We had free Austin Cindric hats and we couldn't find people who would take them from us for free. Like, remember, we were like, they're like, we don't want that. People would tell us, we do not want the Austin Cindric hat. I was like, dang.
It's a free hat, man.
Oh. Hey, Long Johnnies. Oh, Long Johnnies.
Oh.
Back on Todd. Again, this is probably means they didn't have sponsorship. So, because the owner owns a lot of Long John Silvers.
All the Long Johns around here are closing down, so.
We got one down on exit 5 that's going strong.
No,
They just put a new coat of paint over the rotten wood, so you can go in there and smell fish all day.
It's gonna.
Yeah, well, I don't doubt that a bit. Where is Big Todd? Okay, Todd is in 22nd in points, 105 out. That's a little bit. He's had some good runs. Barry's beating him. Cindric's beating him. That's surprising, right?
Wow.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
At least it's a little bit. Is
I like
a
the shiny blue number.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this a different Long John's scheme?
He ran
previous?
this one once before. It's just a better picture of it, honestly, because this is at the track, and so somebody just got a good reflective light.
There's some more of that mysterious Gamebridge money.
Where do they get all the money?
Illegal gambling.
I'm starting to suspect that Gamebridge and Santa Claus are the same person.
Yeah, think so?
Conspiracy. I was thinking we do like a, like a unsolved mystery sound. That's the closest thing we got to the crazy horns, the DJ horns. Where the money going? Yeah, seriously. Haas Tooling.
There's another silver bullet.
Man, he was at the very back of the pack. This finish is really good. At one point, I definitely heard them say he was 3 laps down. So
how did he get?
I don't know. I think the cautions kept picking
wave arounds, and
he also got on a different tire cycle and was passing people at that point. But at the start of the race, he was back there with Chase, and he was just horrible because I was thinking, man, they have just given up on the 41 car. Like, the resources have obviously went to the other cars, but he turned it around a little bit.
More gold wheels.
Wilkes County going to be blown away. Kaz Growler is going to just come down there and lay it to him.
Here comes the money.
BigRemixers.com. What do you think Remixers.com is by that picture there?
I don't see well. I don't really know what that is, but I just.
Well, you wouldn't know anyway.
I'm thinking it's concrete. They're just mixing up the concrete.
That's what I thought, but no, maybe it's a system of what looks to be an enclosed spinning shaft to me that mixes up a liquid, it said on their website. The website looks like it was built by a random dude who didn't know to check the thing where it would fit any size computer. And so it was made for one resolution. And when you go on another one, nothing makes sense. I'm like, this
looks like a trombone to me.
Yeah,
from here.
Well, apparently it mixes fluids. They've spent 4 years in development to make this, and they're going to try to get Rick Ware to sell you one. Oh, boy.
Can't wait.
Get you one. It's got red numbers. Who wants to go to Family Dollar? No one. That's who.
The town I work in, Damascus, Virginia, closed up their Family Dollar a couple weeks ago. They did, and the Dollar General went out too. It's a sad.
So
month.
they got hit by these closures. They paid off Jimmy. Where do people shop in Damascus?
Well, there's still a Food City.
Oh yes, I forgot about this Food City being there.
If that goes away, people will just fall over in the river and die.
Yeah, I think about like Old Town. I forget about the outside there.
Yeah.
Well, there didn't used to be. I guess you just drive forever. But honestly, let me say this. We hate on these cars a lot, but it's better than it was at the start of the year when they were white. Like,
Yeah,
he
true.
really updated it because at the start of the year, I mean, it was ridiculously bad. This is better.
What do you think about Jones? His best track, not a good run, just something coming off of that 2 weeks out. Couldn't get in
Maybe
the
he's still
groove.
got some back problems. I've had some back problems. It don't just go away real easy.
I kind of thought it was soon for him to get back in the car, but
Yeah, well,
oh well.
maybe if I was him, I would be worried myself. Somebody taking your ride, because Toyota's very big on Corey Haim, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be running the 50 car they've announced now, so that tells me something's going on.
Keystone Light.
Here he is.
Oh
Austin
my
Cindric gets
gosh.
his one highlight of the year. He gets his one leftover Miller sponsorship that doesn't even say Miller anymore. Well, the 2 car of old has fell into disarray. One race is all they could muster from Miller Lite, and they went with the cheapest brand.
Man, I want to like this.
America.
I don't know, man.
What the hell is that?
It's confusing. You know what I think it is? I think it's the baby blue door number and then the red on top. I don't know if I've ever seen a baby blue door number before. I mean, I'm sure there's had to been, but it's something, and it especially jumps out on this scheme a lot.
Yeah, I'm like, well, it popped up. I'm like, oh, this is cool. And I'm like, I don't know if it is. And then I'm like, I don't think it is, but I want to like it. I don't know why.
Are these supposed to be American flags on the bottom, or are those just like rolls of bacon? Because, I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, qualified 7th, finished. I don't even know if I'd give him qualified 7th, honestly.
Yeah.
I ain't got big hopes. Here's his brother from another mother.
Yeah.
Driving his old car. The same old thing. They're going to do it again. Maybe short track Johnny can pull it off. We'll see. I don't know. Joey's got to wake up if he's going to win this cup, though. He's due this year, right?
Every other year he's been winning the
due.
cup.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got to turn something around.
Well, he ain't going to do it here. Look at who it is. It's the man on the way out. The man going down.
Just hanging around.
Getting ready to set out. I really have no idea right off the bat who takes over the 21 car next year. Who is Ford's biggest developmental guy, you think?
Todd Dillon.
Oh, like, I don't even know who Ford has in the Riley Herbst, maybe? Or is he just a Stuart Haas guy? I don't know.
That's honestly, they could put him in because it's just a filler.
Right. He's had some good runs. They put him in Kansas.
Yeah, at least he doesn't.
Maybe.
He only wrecks like every other week instead of every week now in the X Series. So
we never look at the X Series or truck paint schemes. But last week, his paint scheme, it said terrible Hearst on it. I was like, what in the world? Are they that aware of
terrible.
It was wonderful.
Oh my word.
Oh, it's the man himself, Ricky the man.
There we go. Man.
And I'm telling you, icy hot.
That's my rap of the week. Right there. It's hot.
This is
my gosh.
Oh, it's
this reminds me of Shaq.
It does, doesn't it?
Commercial, just rubbing it in on his shoulder.
Shaq's got some serious marketing, doesn't he? Because Frankie Muniz to the 21, I would be all about it.
Well,
put Malcolm in the middle in the 21, 100%. Oh, listen, Custer in the 20. You know what? That's a possibility.
Custer, yeah.
Listen, I heard
think about him
this week. There's Cole Custer's a possibility for the 34 car. So that maybe that's the whole rumor about Stuart Haas front row talking's more about just Cole Custer going over there.
Yeah.
Who knows? Anyway, I don't like this. Icy hot.
You don't like it?
It looks generic to me.
Well, I just you're wrong.
I think there's a bunch of wasted space. That gold bond could have been huge. The color scheme could have been better. I feel like this is dishonorable to the All Star race. That's what I feel like.
If you could see the hood, you would change your mind. I guarantee it.
Look at this. It says Kroger's on the hood in white.
Oh, it does?
White Kroger hood.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
Oh, gosh.
I'm telling you, it's bad.
Well, you just ruined
See,
it
I was
for me.
seeing the other parts of my mind. I knew, hey, this is not a bad scheme, but he's not going to win. And I think he's worried he's going to lose his ride, honestly. I didn't think he was before.
Who, Suarez?
Yes. After the race, last week he posted a video of him in the car. He's like beat down. He's talking. really down, and then they've got all these other guys. So they got SVG signed. They've got whatchamadoodle, right? They don't have enough seats at Trackhouse. And then another rumor this week about Trackhouse possibly merges with Colleague Racing. Could that even be real? Could Colleague Racing merge with Trackhouse? Because Colleague's really, what's their value in? Spare parts they have and the charters. So really, just to buy those things from Colleague, right? To buy the charters, Colleague doesn't have anything, so they might as well merge and own part of Trackhouse. I don't know. It's just a rumor. I'm just saying out there. Yeah, I'm with you. SVG, man. It's a good possibility. There's only so many rooms in the inn. And I'm just saying, I don't know. He had a bad last year.
What's SVG proven yet, though?
He won a race.
Well,
First time he got in the car.
Yeah, because he had a jump on everybody.
Sure.
No one had ever even seen that place.
I will give him this, though.
So you think he's going to win this in July again?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think he will. But I am surprised by how well he's doing in
on ovals.
On the ovals
Yeah.
and everything. And the 97 car he had last week honoring Marcus Ambrose was hot. That was cool with the number like that. He had the Marcus Ambrose font, if you missed it. Oh, the club. Who's in the club? Folks in the comments, tell us. Are you in the club? Because somebody's paying a lot of money for Johnny to send it to NASCAR every single week. The club. Oh,
No respect, no honor.
I tell you what. I think Martin Truex retires this year. I think that's part of Kroger's leaving the 47 and going over there. And I think Big Corey Haim could have a seat ready for him. That's what I'm thinking. I think he just jumps the X Series. I don't think they're serious about the X Series Toyota drivers, honestly. I think they're just placeholders. I think because this year they kind of just let people go, and they were like, okay, who's left? Okay, give us this guy and this guy. You got money? Okay, come on. I'm just saying, it seemed because the truck has more link to the Cup Series. I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe I'm full of crap. I don't know. Not in the club. There you go. You didn't pay, right? Somebody's paying Truex's bills with his
Terrible race for Truex. I didn't realize he had finished this bad.
Didn't he hit a wall? Because he was leading at the first. And I think he got like some kind of side damage and had steering problems after that. And he went way to the back and was battling people for a while. Wound up mid-pack. Because at the first, I was like, something's going to happen.
Carson.
Here's Carson, sponsored by NASCAR itself. No way there's going to be any partiality there, right? Full time. Yeah, I could see that. You could be right on that. There's so many things going on with the silly season already, and we're 1/3 of the way through the year.
That's pretty wild.
It's just ratcheting up.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm all about the silly season. 77 and the NASCAR Day giveaway. Well, I happened to see before we came on air, today's NASCAR Day, Wednesday. So this runs on Sunday. NASCAR Day will have ended 4 days before that. So way to go, Gamebridge. Gamebridge putting the real investment
They're keeping up with the times.
They know what's going on. They added the yellow. I kind of like that. It's a little something different. We got some yellow around here. Here's my boy Kyle. Oh, my God, fellas.
He got in a little dust up with the
The
wall,
highlighted
too.
number is freaky. He was not happy because on my scanner, I have him set as favorite. So anytime his channel talks, whatever else I'm listening to, it cuts off automatically and goes to Kyle.
Yeah, that's convenient.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, the new scanner I got's awesome. And so he was never happy once in his life on Sunday. He was mad from the start, and the thing was just crap. They were doing everything they could, throwing everything at it. They turned it both ways, and he's like, I'm doing everything I know to do, and finally he's beating it against the wall. Man, he's got to be discouraged, 600, I hope so. I hope RCR can show up with something, because right now it's not looking good. Honestly, I give Kyle Busch props for being, where is he? Just Kyle Busch is in 15th in the chase right now, right? That's all Kyle Busch. Because look at his teammate, 31st in points, only beating 3 people. The 21, who we said is definitely fired. Zane Smith, who has wrecked every race this year, plus 6 other races that he dreamed about, right? There's no saving Zane Smith. He knows it's not his cars. He wants them tore up. And Justin Haley, God help him, he's trying to carry Rick Ware around all day. He's got to paint those wheels himself because no one works for Rick Ware Racing other than him and Kaz Grella sometimes if Kaz can get out of school early. But anyway, my point was the 8 car is in the chase. And look, the 3 car can't do jack crap.
3 car, man.
So Kyle Busch is doing some amazing driving right now, in my opinion. Here's the 3 car.
That's a hot 3 car, though.
We saw a billboard for this. First time I've ever seen a billboard for this on the way to Darlington.
Yeah.
And it was tools. It's new electrical tools. You ever bought any electrical tools?
Electrical tool. I mean, I got do you consider a battery-powered drill bit?
Just a bit?
A drill?
A drill, yes.
A drill bit.
But I'd be more amazed by the drill bit. That's quite an invention. That's something we need to sell right there. It's like a pencil, and you just drill a hole.
You plug it in.
Yeah.
And then it spins on its own.
Just get a drill bit, and we'll just wire the wires directly to it, tape it off, plug it in the wall. After somebody tries to use it, they'll never sue us, right?
Yeah.
It takes care of its own self. There's never a lawsuit. All the customers are deceased. All right, so this is a new competitor to DeWalt and those kinds of things.
I don't think it's going to go over too well.
Well, I guess not. But I looked
Especially
today.
Putting it on the GS1's car.
Well, right.
That's a bad look.
It's already also going to be a associate sponsor, I noticed, on Kyle's car. So they've thrown out some money. They already have a giant market, though. Maybe we're just not familiar with it, because when I looked it up today, they already make lawnmowers and weed eaters and every tool. It's like DeWalt. It's like a big thing. Probably what's going on is it's like most of these things. DeWalt's made by the same people as what's the red one that used to be Sears and used to be good? Craftsman and Irwin Tools and Stanley and Cobalt. All these are made in the same factory in China by the same producers. So could be a Canadian brand. You're right, trying to move in on market. They got a big share, though. It's a very good possibility it could be built in the same place. I looked this up one time because I had an old battery out from a weed eater, and I was like, man, this looks like this other weed eater, but it won't fit in it. And you get to look at it on YouTube, and there's people who know these things, and they're like, just break these tabs off. They're from the same factory, and they just put these little extra tabs on the different brands, so you can't buy a different battery. Speaking of putting different tabs on things,
put some batteries in your RV.
The front of the car is gutters,
leaf filter. It's a hybrid,
right? And then they got the camper in RV on the back. I gotta say, between the two schemes that normally are not that great, putting them together actually kind of make them better, I think.
Well,
they've done something. The whole thing looks cartoony, so they kind of stuck with a whole vibe there. You know, I'll let it.
Does it say, what is it? It says leaf filter on the hood?
Or? I believe it does.
He's up there washing them gutters.
These are all colleague companies, Leaf Filter and Campers in RV. What is Campers in RV? Because it's telling me a couple different things. Camping is, first of all, camping. That's out, not in a thing, you're camping. There's an inn, that's a hotel. And then RVs are things you drive to a campsite. So which one is it? I don't know. Ty Dillon, listen.
Ty Dillon.
If Ty Dillon gets in the Pittsburgh Harbor Freight's tools, I will make sure the die cast makes minimum quality, fellas. We will line them up on the table here, 50 at a time, just smacking them. Look, just smacking the crap out of them.
Yeah.
We'll line them up and just beat the windows out of them. We don't care. Oh, I hope to God Harbor Freight sponsors Ty Dillon. Oh, that's the best idea anybody's had in a long time. Here, can we heart this from here? Yeah, there you go. That's a pinned comment for you, Josh. That's a good one. All right. Yeah, colleague is cartoony. You know why? Even the owner's kind of cartoony. He looks like he's had like facial work done or something. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't look like a real man. Huh. He's like a modern day, really good Frankenstein from Paris. That's what he looks like to me. Yeah. I like this. I should have saved Draft of the Week, maybe.
Hey, yeah.
This flipped color, normally with the black. This is kind of smooth. It's kind of just chill. This is the winter green flavor of Fast and All.
Well,
spearmint, maybe. Actually, spearmint was be blue. Winter green be green.
Spearmint.
It has it in the name. Green.
Oh, El Brad's always slick with these numbers, putting the chrome out, chrome looking, shiny, glossy numbers.
Yes.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows.
Here comes the money.
He got money. He's making races happen. you got to feel bad. I wanted the 17 to win. I was pulling for him. I like he got up there and I was like, holy crap. Because to me, he's like such an underdog. I want to see him just pull it off constantly. He spent 8 years in just absolute crap cars. 9th year, here he is coming alive. I think the man's got something. Speaking of coming alive and then going dead, right here we are. Dollar Tree, you just said, crumbling before our own eyes. The one in Damascus, Virginia has been shut down.
No, it's a Family Dollar.
Oh, I thought they shut them both down. Okay.
Oh, and the Dollar General.
Oh, the Dollar General. That's a
And the
competitor.
Yeah.
Wow. They're really moving
They
things
really,
out there.
yeah. The Dollar Tree, I don't know what the front of the Dollar Tree looks like this week. They've changed it again. God, it's just terrible.
It's still not good, Jimmy. Please, Jimmy.
You're the boss, Jimmy. I'm the boss.
It's not good, Jimmy. Quit hanging out with Junior. They're in another country or something right now. I saw something. They're somewhere doing something famous. I don't know.
Well, he was in.
He needs to pay more attention to these schemes. I'll tell
Junior's
you what.
back from London. He went to London for something.
Oh, okay. Well, Jimmy's been living over there, so that's probably got a lot to do with it.
Oh, well.
Jimmy, come home. Get over here in America. Fix these cars, Jimmy. Pick
Please.
out a paint scheme that's decent. Dollar General's getting ripped off. I'm paying $1.25 for this. Jeez. Oh, you're right. It is slightly better. What about this boy though? The Beast Unleashed. There's so many beasts. I don't even know. I started to say the Nasty Beast. There's the regular Beast. Where did we see? We went into a food line. There's a lot of food lines down there. We used to have food line up here. Justin used to work at a food line.
It's
for
still
years.
there. It's still open.
Your food line is?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's
I
still
thought
open.
all the food lines around here closed.
No, the one up in Abington's still open.
In Abington?
Yeah.
Oh, up on the hill.
On the hill.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
Okay, we won't talk about local crap. Sorry, everybody. You know what? We will talk about local crap. Let's just stop right here. It's a perfect place. White Blaze Outdoors is your go-to center for coming to Abington and to seeing food line for yourself. You call White Blaze Outdoors and you say, I want to go on the food line tour. And they will hook you up like you would not believe. They will take you to the Abington, Virginia food line, show you the parking lot, the spaces, up and down every single aisle. They get every aisle. Is that right? I think
that's in the
Now, I could be wrong about this, but because they've moved in a new direction, because I've been thinking of all these ideas for their company, like the ponies and liquor idea I had before. This one, we're going to call it Food Lions and Marshmallows. You get a bag of marshmallows, right, on the house, puffed large marshmallows. You eat them while you walk around. That way people just can't be running their mouth and stuff, and keeps them quiet, puts sugar in their system, makes them happy. They think things are going good. You can't go wrong. Or if you'd like to maybe just go on a regular hike out in the woods or be shuttled to a trail, or your bike's taken there and thrown off of a cliff, and then you taken back to a food line and forced to eat marshmallows, call White Blaze Outdoors. For anyone who offers those kinds of services, this is the place. This is the best. No one does it like this.
Man.
No one. And thank them for sponsoring the show. God help them. Oh, what a sponsor. Okay, so we were in food line, and they had cases.
Nasty Beast.
They had a case that had the Nasty Beast, the whatever the white one was that Riley Herbst was driving on the 36 that was ugly as crap. It was like a bonus pack. You got 47 different types of beasts in one giant box. I was wondering, why don't they have those at the races? Why aren't they capitalizing on that? Since
they're putting it in the Poppy Bank.
Poppy Bank.
Poppy is growing all the flowers.
If you, that's where they got the money from. This is one of these old school things.
Making heroin.
Exactly. This is one of these old banks. They got real money shipping heroin over here, and everybody in the 1800s and opium dens. This is old money. They ain't playing around here. The
money ain't no but garbage.
Absolutely. I'm not accusing Daniel Hemrick of running races on drug money. Not at all. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just talking about how heroin made a lot of money in the shipping industry and opened up a lot of banks a couple 100 years ago. That's all I'm saying.
That's probably true.
Right?
Could be true.
I have a history degree.
There's my boy.
Is. Here he is. What happened? What went wrong? Just give us an analysis.
Break down. Give me analysis. Here's an honest analysis. I mean,
The board died.
Long run.
You talk.
long run car. He had the best long run car through stage 1 and 2 for sure. He was running third, still running top 5. And here's what happened. Every freaking pit stop, they lost him 2 positions. I counted. He lost 10 positions on pits and then made it all the way back to third. And he just made a mistake.
Yeah.
A rare driver mistake for the boy.
Have you seen the
Hit the
photo of him sideways there coming out of the corner, and then the ghost Dale Earnhardt car put there,
No.
and the picture of Dale turning Terry the exact same angle at Bristol? So, and then there's like Dale looking down from a cloud, like, "I got you, Terry." Again, you know.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it was funny, but I was disappointed by it. But still, it was a good giggle. I hope the ghost of Dale Earnhardt did not wreck Kyle Larson, just because if he did, none of us really got it. So, all right, let's move on.
Hey,
Focused Health. Here he is, the man who's last in points. Can't get any worse. Doing as bad as anyone can do. Zane Smith. I'm just giving him a hard time. I really think this guy is a talented driver. And I think he's in an odd situation where they're splitting a car here.
He's in this. Isn't this the Michael McDowell next year?
This is Michael McDowell next year.
Oh my word!
So there's a good possibility Focused Health could remain as the sponsor. I don't know. Michael McDowell has answered questions and says he has no sponsor he's taking with him, and the people at Spire are working on that, and that's why they wanted to announce it early so they could be looking for sponsorship. So unless sponsorship is found, and if this is somehow something they've got to deal with, he could look just like this next year, possibly. I hope it doesn't.
Interesting.
I hope it doesn't, because honestly, the Loves car looks better than this. That's my opinion. You tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me. Go ahead. I dare you.
I ain't gonna tell you.
Okay.
Oh, there's the man.
Here he is.
He finished really
bad
bad.
run, right?
Really bad.
Bad Moon Horizon.
Bad
obviously.
Moon Horizon.
The champ can't pull it out. He was pretty upset. You can't blame him though, or can you? I won't. I won't blame him for a thing.
You got that back to the.
It's got the Wrangler on it.
Traditional.
Though.
Oh, it's got Wrangler. Okay.
This one's hot. This is.
I see the Wrangler in the back now.
Yeah, it's good. Nobody got it wrong. Look who's back.
Amp Tri-Cities.
You got Timmy Hill showing up at the All Star race for some reason in the '66 Carl Long owned car, ready to make history once again. They are going to just come from the hills of Wells County, not make the main, and that's about it.
I think you know what I think should happen.
Yeah,
I think that Timmy Hill
what
should just be inside the car racing on iRacing.
It'd be better,
and have like someone else drive the car.
Absolutely,
and they have like a shot of in-car cameras of Timmy, and he could be driving it better than anybody that's actually on the track.
So we just need to really advance to we're into some kind of radio controlled situation where Timmy doesn't have to be in the car and he becomes the ultimate car driver. I can see that. So he's kind of like AI, where they're trying to get them to race. Timmy, he's already kind of taken that step. He's out of the car, and it's run by computer. So Timmy Hill may be the future of all racing. Possibly in that case, you could be right. Folks, if you don't win this hat, no one will. It has to be you. Why don't you just pick in the comments who's going to win? And Justin's going to tell us who he thinks is going to win right here. Who do you think going to win, Justin?
Man,
what would you say if you were to be asked who would win this?
There's so much unknown with these different tires they can use, and so you know what? I'm going to say that because of this tire issue, that a veteran is going to win this race. Someone with experience. Dude, I think I'm going to go with Denny Hamlin.
Ooh, that's a good pick. It's a good pick. But
Denny, even though the car is just complete trash, but that don't matter. He don't care.
It's hard for me to bet against Kyle Larson, being that he led more laps than were in the race last year. It seems like,
but it's totally different.
Kinda.
There's new asphalt. There's new tires.
But it's the same principle of Kyle Larson can get into anything and do anything. So I think like the new tires and the new asphalt play to Kyle Larson's favor, because I think he can go into a new situation more than the other guys and adapt quicker. That's my reasoning. I'm not.
He's not.
He's
good
your favorite driver. I
he-
mean,
well,
I don't know why I'm defending him to you.
He was not a fan of the Bristol race though, and having to manage tires like
well,
that.
You're right. You're right about that.
So I don't know.
You're right. Well, I've already said it now, and I can't change it. That's illegal. I mean, so it's on film. I can't take it back. Don't try to talk me out of it. So 5 and 11. It's not very deep in the pick world, is it? It's pretty good odds on two people like that.
Yeah, we'll probably be really wrong.
Probably. We usually are.
Somebody just crazy might win it. Who knows?
It's going to be obviously the 38.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
All right, folks. We appreciate you tuning in. You like this live thing? I do. I'm having a lot of fun actually getting to talk to people as we're doing it and hearing what you guys are saying and stuff. I think it's cool. This is a lot better.
Yeah.
I was getting bored being in a room with Justin. I really was just taping us so that he wouldn't hit me, and I'd have evidence if he did. The camera's on. I don't get struck. So that's something I started last week. Apparently, you beat me a lot. I don't know. We were just talking. Jordan went off on something about somebody winning, and I was like, well, Justin will hit me if it happens. I got to wear arm. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. These are things we should talk about while y'all weren't watching. Well, it's good seeing y'all. We'll see you next week. Tune in. Holler at us. Look for that Darlington video to get up. Justin, you got anything as we go?
Not really.
All right. Love all of you. Have a good week, baby. See you later. Bye-bye.